Wow, just plain wow. LQ204 here. My subject for today is all about Leni Riefenstahl. Leni Riefenstahl was born on August 22nd, 1902 to September 8th, 2003. She was one of the first female directors. She was talented of swimming, art, also interested in dancing during her childhood, taking lessons and performing across Europe. Her father, however, didn't like the fact that she was out in the public eye dancing and just having a good time. But Leni Riefenstahl's mom was all like, nah, don't worry about him. I'll support you on anything you do. One of the dancing that she did was ballet. Leni Riefenstahl did make a cameo in a movie called Ways of Strength and Beauty in 1925. Even though she loved doing ballet, she injured her knee pretty bad. During that moment, she saw a movie poster, and it was an upcoming movie called Mountain of Destiny, directed by Arnold Funk. The movie came out in 1924. Arnold Funk was known for his alpine genre, sports, and skiing, when it involves with ice and snow. Leni Riefenstahl went out of her way to track down Arnold Funk. When she did, she was all like, I got to be in your next movie. He's like, whoa, okay. Leni did have expensive surgery, and it turned out to be a success. By 1926, she was all set to go for the Holy Mountain. In 1927, she was in The Great Leap. In 1929, she was in White Hill of Palu. I do apologize that I butchered the name. Those movies got Arnold Funk popularity around the world. Leni Riefenstahl didn't get anything, but she did gain popularity throughout Germany. Leni Riefenstahl was also typecast, and she hated it. The next three movies that she was in was Study of Mount Balance in 1930. The second one was called The White Thrill in 1931. SOS Iceberg in 1933. She went behind the camera and directed The Blue Lights in 1932. During those years, a certain individual was climbing up the ladder of being a nobody to a somebody, and that would be Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler did see the movie, and his response was good, very good. Leni Riefenstahl read Mein Kampf, aka My Struggle. It wasn't long until Hitler decided to pull Leni Riefenstahl off to the side and say that, I like your movie. I have an idea. Why not you? When I become Chancellor, you'll do rallies for us. How about that, huh? At first, Leni Riefenstahl was all like, why? And what do you want me to do? Eventually, she came around. In 1933, she did a documentary called Victory of Faith. The next movie that she did was Day of Freedom, Our Armed Forces. The third one would be Triumph of the Will. Triumph of the Will was a good propaganda movie. or documentary was a success. But the movie that garnered her some fame was the 1936 Olympics. As a result of those two movies, Hitler and the rest of the Nazis puffed out their chests and said that they'll finance it because it'd be a great documentary to show off their what they can do. Leni Riefenstahl had a lot of leeway of how she was going to put her documentaries together, and she used the latest technology that has not been used before. That'll be aerial shots, dollies, having a vision of where things should go. She was also able to use a new type of technology that was just made in the 1800s called an underwater camera. Underwater cameras were made in 1893. Louis Henri Auguste Boutman. I do apologize for not pronouncing the creator's name. Even though that Hitler allowed her to have a lot of leeway, the Nazi party was all like, "You're a woman. You should be at home popping out babies." And Joseph Goebbels was all like, "Hey, that's my job. I'm the one that represents the party. And besides, this whole thing is a man's job." Was Hitler annoyed? Yes. Did Hitler, on some level, defended Leni Riefenstahl's ability? Yes. Was Leni Riefenstahl going, "You are going to eat those words"? Yes. By the 1940s, all the way up to 1945, of the Allies were kicking the Nazis to the curb. So making movies was hard. On top of that, Leni Riefenstahl was trying to make a movie called Tiefling, and she used concentration camp prisoners for that movie. So she couldn't get that movie done until 1954 or 55. I can't remember. So the Allies also went after Leni Riefenstahl, and she was like, "Ah, why are you attacking me? I'm innocent here." The Allies was all like, "You're innocent? Give me a break. Use Nazi concentration camp prisoners. Ding, 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 ding. Hello." She was put on trial more than one. Again, she was all like, "Stop attacking me, please." She was able to get her footage that was seized by the Allies. So Tiefling got a lukewarm reception when it came out. And the concentration camp prisoners were like, see, right there. I'm right there. You can't deny that, can you?" So the other movies that were didn't really give her notoriety, no nothing. Some other stuff that she put out were in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And National Geographic's gave her some notoriety for a tribe in Africa called Nubies. After that, she decided to use underwater cameras for sea life. By 2003, she passed away. I did read her book. There are some things that I did not touch on, but if you want to know more about Leni Riefenstahl, read her book. Thank you for watching/listening.